Okay, moving on to the curriculum and how I decided to organize it, because I started to realize that really I get to decide how and what his curriculum is and how he's going to learn and what he's going to learn. So the biggest fear I had was math, which is super common. So I could start with that. First, I'm going to show you that in my crate system that I have weeks. So we're on week number 3 of school. It's empty. I have it all laid out here for a reason. I'm going to show you everything. So I'm going to file that away. And in that filing box are my math books. I have a couple of math books for a couple of reasons. So first, because I couldn't figure out which math to do, and I didn't really love all the word problems in this specific curriculum that I was researching. I went to my local store and I picked up some math books, and I just basically am putting Judah partway in 3rd grade with word problems, partway in 3rd grade with math practice, and then I am stepping it up next month to 4th grade. So this does say math 3 A and B because it breaks it into first part of the year and second, but Singapore math and homeschooling in general, you can't really look at it exactly as 4th grade, 3rd grade, 5th grade necessarily. And you don't have to push them through the book that's pre-written. So what I've decided to do is grab my son, do a little assessment from Bold and Beautiful online. And I decided, oh, thank you, that's my coffee. So I decided that in case he goes back into public school, the closest style of curriculum that works for me is going to be Singapore math that works for Judah. So it looks like this. It looks like, a unit, and all of the books look like this. So this is how I've separated it all out. So in a unit, which is maybe 1 week lesson, there's approximately 3 to 6 pages, and you can divide it up over the week. So, Singapore 4th grade math starts in week number 5, and those are all separated out and figured out already before school even started. So backing up to our week. So inside week number 3 usually has a stack of papers that looks like this, and no one would even know what to do with them except for me because I've created it, right? So all this is through like the power of prayer and reaching out to tons of other moms, and just going off of my other 2 kids I've raised. How are we going to do this? So Judah has his at-home binder this is his choice. He wanted to work on some sign language. This is extracurricular, and just shows what kind of a kid he is. He's a great kid, very well self-directed and really eager to learn and really just wonderful to teach. So I'm lucky that I have that with his personality. So as I get into the week 3, I've got to separate this out, and I kind of need to pre-plan. So what I did was I designed in the binder, a Monday folder, a Tuesday folder, a Wednesday, a Thursday, and a Friday. And I try not to put anything in Friday. I try to separate everything out and just go through and like plug stuff in, and maybe give him the first math packet on Mondays. Mondays are great, hardworking days. He stays home with me. He doesn't go to his pod with his friends. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Monday, Friday are like my long days with him, and it's wonderful. We can stay on track that way. So right now he'll be working on solving word problems this week. And then the other math packet is multiplication facts. And so, I'll sprinkle that throughout. The other parts of his curriculum in the mornings are these musical mathematic, they're songs. I have them downloaded on the computer. Set A, it's quite adorable. It's a really neat way to learn your multiplication because you're singing with the audio, and then you're also looking and reading, and you're flipping, and you're going through the most common multiplication facts, to the point where you end up he will end up memorizing, which he already has. So it's really amazing to watch and see. So that's math. And then we move on to sprinkling through his week, his handwriting. You can hear my dog in the background. You can hear my husband in the background. You hear my son. It's just always very busy here. So we're on week 3, which I remember in the crate. I told you I sprinkled the entire handwriting 3rd grade level, the good and the beautiful, throughout the 36 weeks. So this is his packet he's working on right now. Halfway through the year, we'll move on to the next handwriting packet. So he usually gets these done really easy. They're really simple, but what my mindset was for that was last year in 3rd grade, he was doing multiplication and he was writing in his journal and he was doing a lot of work. And then something very traumatic happened in our family. And he just sort of reclused and checked out from his academics. And so I'm just trying to get him in the healthy habit of handwriting and simple math and routine. So every day, a little bit of handwriting, a little bit of journaling. He does have a vocab and writing folder, and so when I do get to our language arts, the good and the beautiful is my choice. That's one of their highlights that I found of their company, and I'll show you what their book looks like. That one, I don't have the front of it, but that's okay. So we're still on week 3, and it's just this. This is Judah's work right here, independent practice. But first, he and I go through this, and we read this lesson plan together. We add words to his spelling list, and he goes into his vocabulary, and he wonderfully, in a 9-year-old way, 100% all the time does his vocabulary words. So that is our language arts, but within the language arts, there is art, history, world history, and geography, and there's so much more than just language arts, and everything with the good and the beautiful is Christian based. So a lot of the challenges and things that he's been handwriting and writing in his journals are very positive affirmation style sentences that really propel self-esteem building, and just all kinds of, as you can see, there's, art mixed in with his handwriting. So that's how that goes. And let's just say that, and the last thing that I have every other week is science. And so he has his own science, and this is his extracurricular that he